Big match between the Central Newcastle Butcher Boys and the South Newcastle Lions. Paul Arundel in commentary again, and joining me alongside me is Adam Martin. Good afternoon, mate.
Yeah, welcome back. Obviously, day 2 of Magic Maitland weekend. Is that what we're calling it?
It is.
Yeah, here in obviously, much better day. Sun's shining and ground's held up very well yesterday. Doesn't even look like it's been played on, to be honest, besides the side here in the sheds, and ready for second versus third. So he'll be playing the minor premiers West next week.
It should be a cracking game. Quickly go through the teams as the referees aren't out in the field. For South Newcastle, they line up this way. Fullback is Stephen Witters. The wingers are Jacob Affleck and Jared Flanagan. In the centres, you've got Jaden Heverington and Harry Van Dartel. In the halves, we have Ryan Glanville and Chris Merlo. The forwards are Luke Higgins and Brendan Simpson. The hooker is Joe Morris. On the back row, you have Jake Lawrence, Tory Freeman Key and Scott Matthews. On the bench, we have Justin Affleck, Connor Brown, James Hanford and Heath Gibbs. That's the Lions lining up this afternoon. And you want to go through the Central? I'll go through the Central team. There could be a few changes. They haven't even brought up the team list yet, so we'll do our best. Fullback Cameron Anderson, the wingers are Brett Botham and Josh Allison. The centres are Kurt Donahoe and Ryan Milgate. The halves, Ethan Cook, Brad Murray. And the forwards, Patuli, Rathika, Brad Russell, Cody Bryant, Mitch William, Matt Colner and Tom Madden. The referees are out in the field. The touchies find their spots. Here we go, the qualifying final of the Newcastle Rugby League. Here at Maitland Sports Ground, and the Butcher Boys have first touch of the football. And a mistake from Brad Russell. Maybe it's something to do with this ground, Adam, but a few mistakes yesterday, and we've started off with a spilt pill on the first tackle.
Yeah, definitely not start Central want to give South that first opportunity. So South finishing the higher as a team, so they'll look to get a good score here and very good start here and get some points on the board.
Another good crowd in here today at Maitland Sports Ground. Both sets of supporters travelling up. And we're underway. Goes to Glanville. He's tackled on the 10. Joe Morris at dummy half. Brendan Simpson gets inside the 10, 5 metres out from the try line. They come out to this right hand side to Merlo. He runs to the line, he steps inside. There's 3 Butcher Boys there to wrap him up. They come this short side again through Witters. He shows and goes. The numbers are there again in defence. Witters has been brought down short. The ball has gone into touch and it's a penalty to the Lions.
Yeah, silly penalty to give away there. I was just waiting for him to push him over the sideline, and the Central bloke just couldn't wait to do it. So South get another chance. I thought if he put that ball through the hands then, South probably would have been in the corner, but he decided to run it, and great scramble defence by Central.
So Witters finds touch. Back underway. Merlot with it. Gives it to Lawrence. Go out to the left-hand side. Simpson again. His second touch this afternoon. Morris goes for a dart for a dummy half. He gets over. Joe Morris gets the first try of the afternoon. The Lions 4-0, and they'll start from front.
Yeah, definitely the perfect start there. South would have been asked for. You couldn't ask for much more in a football match. And 2.5 minutes gone, and at the moment they're scoring at a point a minute, as some would say. At least.
At least. So, believe it or not, they played in the qualifying final last year, these two sides, and it was a massive win for South Newcastle. 46-12. Game the Butcher boys would want to forget.
Pretty sure Central actually finished second last year as well, didn't they?
Yep.
Yeah, so that based on last year, we ended up with a home game at Curry against Central. So I'm pretty sure today, if Central were to lose, they get the home game next week against obviously Cessnock coming over the points yesterday. Not the points, but they win. They scored more points. There we go.
It's all right, mate. It's been a long weekend for you.
Very.
So Harry Van Dartel right in front. He adds the extras. So 6-0, South Newcastle. Set a good crowd in here this afternoon. Here at Maitland Sports Ground, you almost say it's dry as a bone.
Yeah, it's perfect conditions, isn't it?
And we're back underway with the restart. Merlot traps it with a boot and then he fumbles it. And it's cleaned up here by Mitch Williams. And the Butcher boys now go on the attack 10 metres out from the line. Brian in a dummy half and Rafika will go for a run. Straight up Morris. So Matthews in there to help out. Goes out the back to Cook. Long pass, he did well to pick that up, Anderson. Anderson fighting in the tackle. He's brought down 2 metres out from the try line. Millgate waits for it at dummy half. Goes to Cook. Colner. Colner 8 metres out from the try line. Got numbers to this left-hand side. They come this way. Murray runs to the line. Flat pass to Rathika. Turning in the tackle. There's 5 lines there to wrap him up. Bryant comes his short side again. Murray. Oh, it's a big opportunity there, but Lawrence turns defensive attack. Witters has got the ball. He cuts back in field. He just needs a supporter. He's just going to dodge around them himself. Eventually, he's wrapped up on the 40. Millgate come across. And now the Lions bring this out of their own territory. A hard run here from Van Dartel. Gets up to halfway. Thought if Murray had caught that ball then, he was half a chance of scoring.
Yeah, he's definitely in there, and obviously Steve Witters there almost turns our defence into attack and goes length of the field. He's definitely made a solid start to the game.
So Glanville now on the attack. He gets around Cook. He comes again, still going. Throws it out the back to Flanagan. And he's wrapped up. Fast pace of this game. Glanville out of dummy half. It's picked off again. Ryan Millgate's done a lot of tackling so far. Higgins. There's a decoy runner there. Tory Freeman Key is wrapped up. Centre field on the 10. Come out this right-hand side. Merlot shapes the pass but just takes the tackle. Williams wraps him up. Lawrence and Murray come together. Last tackle for the Lions. They come to the short side again through Witters. He puts it on the toe. It's deflected and Donahue picks it up. Donahue's got it through. And look at the speed. So Affleck coming from behind and he just almost wraps him up. Donahue's still going, but again, Affleck comes again. Now they're going to bundle him into touch. Now we've got a penalty. Apologies to Kurt there. I called him Heath, the window dummy half.
Yeah, great speed there shown by Affleck. He really just got him quickly then, didn't he? Perfectly. I think a bit rough with the penalty there. I thought there might have been a bit of momentum. Looked like he was going to keep going, but he got the tackle done. That's what they've ruled on. So Central got a good chance to start their set from 35 out.
It's a blinding start to this game.
I felt very slow watching those two run away then. I reckon I still probably would have been on the 20-metre line.
So Williams will play it. Madden. He runs hard, Tom Madden. Brad Murray directing traffic. And throws it to Colner. Colner almost gets through, but Freeman Key just got enough on him. Right now, Cook flicks it out the back here. Russell's got a bit of space, but the door closes. He's put on his back, inches from the try line. Go to the right, Murray's with it. He kicks it through, and that's a great take from Cameron Anderson. And the Butcher boys hit back.
Yeah, obviously great awareness there by Brad Murray catching the fullback out. Great experience with that little stab through in the in-goal, and he also has made a fantastic start. It's really been a battle of him and the fullback there for South Newcastle Widders. 6-4 with a kick to come, and as I said, it's going to stop and take a breath, don't we, after a very fast start.
Yeah, 11 tries scored in the qualifying final last year. We may be in for the same result this afternoon, the way this is going. We almost had a Golden Point thriller in the reserve grade. Ended up with South Newcastle winning through to next week, defeating Cessnock 21-20. And the first grade boys are out there. So Murray will look to add the extras here. Got 15 in from touch. Strikes it nicely. Touchies like it. We're locked up at 6-all here at Maitland Sports Ground. So, cracking start. So the first 10 minutes here. And Steve Widders gets us back underway. Drives it flat and low, and it's gone straight through. Anderson, clean bowled.
I heard the comment in the back, this game's got everything for someone there, so I said it has been a perfect start, and it really has had everything so far. We need to bring back the biff maybe, and we've had it all.
Take two. Murray didn't strike it nicely. Merlot will field it 45 out. Luke Higgins will just charge in, and Rathika got a little bit on him, but wrapped up by Madden and Russell. Brian also helping out. Simpson gives it to Matthews. Now Simpson will just line up Russell. No, he throws out the back to Merlot. Interesting play. A couple of trick shots here from the Lions, maybe. On the short side, they go through Widders. Lawrence inside the 10. Morris goes to him, dummy half. A good juggle there. On his back is Hetherington. He's going to be held up. So we'll come back out to the 10. Jaden Hetherington play the ball in for Tom Cronin this week. Merlot, a cross kick. This is dangerous. The runners are coming through. And it's gone out the back. Now it's just a foot race. Van Dartle's there to clean it up. Kicks it through again. And it's going to go dead.
Yeah, six again call come then, but obviously he wasn't aware of that. Grabbed it through for himself. And so kicking an in-goal means there's no advantage. And Central come out for a 7-tackle set from the 20-metre. So
the Butcher boys survive there. And this is Botham from dummy half, or is it Botham? I'm sure there was a Brett Botham that played in the 90s for Lakes or Souths. It's definitely not him.
Can't tell you, I was born in 91, so I don't remember that one.
I'm showing my age. He's Colner. Madden, inside ball to Rathika. Fijian international. Bryant goes down the short side with Cook. And Cook pops the pass quickly. Still going, come back in field. Rathika will just take the settler.
Interesting how many minutes he gets through. So I was watching him last week very closely. 71 minutes he played at 80 in the front row. So it'll be interesting if he can back this up again.
Murray puts this on the boot. And Anderson's coming through. He has a good grab at it. But Lawrence is there to clean it up. The referee's going to call play on here. Lawrence is going to be tackled in goal, but will come out of the 10 for the scrum. So it gives both sides an opportunity just to have a little break. Matthews goes for a run. He's brought down 12 out from his own try line. Van Dartle. Higgins again. Coming out of the line quickly was Madden. Good run from Luke Higgins. Quick play the ball too. Morris goes on the attack. He comes back in centre field. Appeal from the crowd for a penalty. Not coming. Glanville kicks over the top. Botham is going to go into touch. It's a nice little settler there from Ryan Glanville.
Yeah, good kick in the corner and going to play it down here. Says the Sting comes out of this game a little bit after a very, very, very fast and fiery start.
So the winner of this will take on Western Suburbs Rosellas next week. The loser will face Cessnock.
It's always a hard one to lose this one, especially if Cessnock with the win yesterday, so they get that bit of the momentum build, and quite a lot of times you'll see whoever finishes 5th or 4th when they get the win, they really put it to the team that's come 2nd or 3rd and lost. And so West obviously a big challenge, as we know as well, for the winner.
So Allison from the scrum. Millgate taking a little bit high there from Higgins. Maybe it was just a good shot. Donohoe out of dummy half. Wrestled to the ground on the 40. Player in the play the ball there. Referee calls play on. Butcher Boys will play it on halfway. Murray out the back, it goes to Cook. Quick hands here. Donohoe there, but Jacob Affleck lined him up. Murray goes to the sky. Spiralling bomb here. It's a tester here. He does well. Harry Van Dartle. Now he gets away from the tackle. He's still going. The Lions will bring this out of their own territory. Simpson runs straight into Williams. Madden also helping out with the tackle. They come down this short side again. Jake Lawrence. Nice steps inside Donohoe, but Murray comes across. Wraps him up. Now here's Affleck. Straight at Donohoe again. And does well, the little fella. Here's Merlot. Just stabs this down behind the winger. And Anderson comes across. Cameron Anderson. 17 tries for the year. Now Botham gets lined up there. Millgate missed last week against Curry. Back in the starting lineup. Here's Allison coming in for another run. Colner. 3 Lions in the tackle there. Last one now for the Butcher boys. Go out to the right-hand side, and Cook stabs this down in towards the corner. It's going to pull up. Witters will field this on his own try line. There's a wall of blue and white jumpers there. They just line him up. Heavy contact there.
He was very brave there, the fullback. Just ran straight that gap, they closed it and got straight to his feet though.
So Hetherington comes in to help the forwards out. He'll play this 35 out from his own line. Luke Higgins. Be interesting to see what the Lions do with their forward rotation today. No Cameron King. He's a big out for the Lions.
Well, the game we called a few weeks back out at Curry, who definitely was their best player. He changed that game for him when he come on and played some big minutes. And he's a very skillful player as well. And yeah, definitely a big loss.
Millgate. Again, Butcher boys. The games just seem to settle down now all of a sudden as Botham goes for a run. Tom Madden lines up, charges at the defence. Come out to the left. Murray, short ball there to Williams. Last tackle for the blue and whites. Come down this short side again. Murray. It's deflected off Lawrence. Madden's back there. It's called 6 to go. So the Butcher boys with the full set inside the 30. Rafika, inside ball to Russell. Russell will play this on the 20. Rafika again. Good hard run that inside the 10. Here come the Butcher boys. Murray. Murray runs. The door closes. He's a metre out from the try line. Bryant in a dummy half. Goes back inside to Rafika. He won't score an easier try than that. And the Butcher boys get their second.
He said he just got a walkover, didn't he? Found himself in the right place, right time. A classic forward try, and he'll be enjoying that one in Central. Yeah, got a bit of dominance now, and obviously the scoreboard shows that they play a lot of football down the centre, a lot of smart football, and that's how they do deserve the lead.
So Brendan Simpson, the captain, just trying to ask the question to the referee, possibly about what happened here moments ago. It's haven't seen a referee change his mind yet.
Yeah, you talk as much as you want. All it's going to do is annoy him a little bit more. So he's got to ask the question. So I always encourage my captains as well to ask the question, because what it does is it lets them focus on it for the next time. So that's what he's done. Hoping it happens again. The decision will go his way.
Either that or the referee will get a bee in his bonnet and just call them all day.
That happens as well.
So generous applause from the Butcher Boys supporters. Making the trip up to New England to support their side this afternoon. Sort of got the Lions supporters to our left here in the grandstand and the Butcher Boys supporters on the right. So Murray adds the extras. So 12 points to 6 now. Qualifying final of the Newcastle Rugby League here on Bar TV Sports. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. The winner will take on West Rosellas. Witters with the restart. Goes down. This time Anderson just lets it go to Cook. Russell will bring it out. Wrapped up, 15 out from his own line. Colner runs straight into Matthews. So Morris in there to help out. Tom Madden again. Almost sprints every time he gets the ball. Tom Madden. Quick play the ball too. They go down the short side through Cork, and it's gone straight into the hands of Glanville. Glanville's got to get around Colner, but great tackle down low. Quick play the ball. Van Dartel in a dummy half. Pinches another 10 or so. Now they slow the play the ball down. Flanagan. Tackle. 11 out from the try line. Down the short side they go through Freeman Key. Good tackle down low. I think that was Bryant that made the tackle. Glanville. Merlot. Looking for runners. He links up with Witters. He steps inside Murray. Can't get past the other two defenders in Williams and Rafika. Last tackle down for the Lions. Matthews. Probably not the person who had to get the football there. Didn't know it was the last.
Yeah, he didn't realise it was a really good tackle there on the fullback before there as well. Perfect leg technique tackle. It kind of slowed their momentum down when they were coming to the right, and fortunately no half got there, and the big lock forward just got stuck with the ball and hand the ball over. It's still not a bad place to hand the ball over though. Take Central to do the work out.
So just over midway in this first half. 3 tries already. Brad Russell straight into Merlot. Lawrence helping out. Come down this short side, Madden. Lines up Simpson. He's come off second best there, Simpson. And again, another hard run from Madden. Here's Williams. Quick play the ball here from the Butcher boys, and Bryant links up with Anderson. Anderson gets away from one. Can't get away from Lawrence. Last tackle now for Central. Murray go through the hands to Cork, and a long cutout pass here to Allison. Millgate flicks it back to Allison. He's got a bit of space here. Murray's backing up, and the Butcher boys will get their third. Great play up on that right-hand side.
Yeah, brilliant short side play. Great eyes up and great awareness. He did well to get that first ball back in, let alone stay in the field as play as well, and had a few question marks over the last pass, but the referee's in good position. They've ruled it a try, and I think Central would extend their lead to 18-6.
Yeah, some great football there. Good vision from Cork, and good support play from Millgate and Allison. And also the try scorer Murray. 16-6.
Start South make you wouldn't have said coming. They made the perfect start of football. They were playing good kicks in the corner and stuff, and I said that lack of discipline just down the other end and not get to their kick really. Well, Central have gone 90 metres, haven't they, to score a try?
So it looks like they're working the subs, Souths. Justin Affleck, he's come on the field. He's replacing Luke Higgins. Murray. Murray is taking a lifetime to take this kick.
South crowd certainly let him know. I think we've got the South women's team in front of us now. Certainly let him know about that, and apparently he can't miss this kick anyway, so... Oh. He hasn't. He's almost done the impossible.
So it should be 18-12. Don't know how they got 6. Sure, South scored an early try.
Yeah, 18-6. That's all right. We've only scored 1 try, haven't we?
Back on the way. Almost the dodgy start. And the Butcher boys will bring this out of their own territory again. Madden. That's the dummy. Straight into Lawrence. Here's Murray. For 40-20. Witters is back there. Does well. Good catch on the 20. Straight into Botham and Donahoe. Youngsters on this left-hand side for the Butcher boys. Everton. Van Dartle. So 18-6 to the Butcher Boys. Come out to this right-hand side through Merlot. That's Hetherington. Last tackle now for Souths. And a penalty. So 18-6, 13 out from half-time. Adam, well, say, do you go for a shot or do you take the quick tap? We just wanted to take the quick tap but got called back.
No, definitely take the quick tap. So you're down on the scoreboard, 18-6, and you've got to go and put the pressure on and put a try on here for sure.
Affleck with his first touch. Good first up carry. Morris out of dummy half. Here's Merlot. Goes over the head of Glanville. Witters is there. And the play breaks down. Glanville's brought down 15 out from his own try line. From the Butcher Boys try line, I should say. Here's Merlot. Affleck again. Straightens up. The door closes. Out the left-hand side they go. Another dodgy pass. He's been picked up there by Connor Brown. They've lost metres there on that play. Tory Freeman-Key throws a pass out to Lawrence. Lawrence now is lining up Murray. Murray makes the tackle. Last one now for Souths. Merlot just runs straight and hard, puts it on the toe. Anderson's there, he's picked it up, but he's called a knock on.
He's knocked it on, I think, off the initial kick through there, number 9 for Central, and yeah, South, I really need to try and get some points on the board here before half time.
Got the Lion mascot in the crowd as well.
Yeah, got a bit distracted then. The Lion took its head off, and the long curly hair there, I think, is one of Andrew Ryan's kids. It's exactly the same.
So the scrum goes down on the 10. This time it's a clean pass to Glanville, to Flanagan. Interesting, Flanagan and Harry Van Dartle, it looks like they've swapped in the attack. Flanagan in the centres. Here's Matthews. Spins in the tackle and brought down 5 out from the try line. Coming out of this right-hand side, Merlot lines up Lawrence. The defence is there again. Going to Jake Lawrence today. Chris Merlot, Freeman-Key, brought down awkwardly. He's up to his feet quickly. Quick play the ball. Morris, Merlot, Glanville, linking up here with Flanagan. Again, the defence is there. Last tackle now for Souths. Glanville steps inside, puts it on the toe. The runners are coming through. It's bounced everywhere, and it beats Flanagan. Should say Lawrence dead in goal.
Did it hit a spring, that kick? It looked like it was going to sit up perfect, and all of a sudden almost bounced higher than the uprights there. Just flew out of nowhere. And looked like it was going to be a 4-pointer for sure for South, but Central come away with a 7-tackle set and take that quick tap.
Oh, and Allison spills it. That's play on here. Van Dartle has it. So another opportunity here for the Lions. Connor Brown on the field. He stopped in his tracks quickly there. Here's Glanville. Merlot. Justin Affleck. 22 out from the Butcher Boys line. They're stacked on this short side. But they go the other way. Matthews. 15 out from the try line. They come out to this right-hand side now. Merlot to Lawrence. Lawrence does a big dummy. But Russell's there to wrap him up. Had to be made the tackle. Here's Merlot again. Inside ball here to Matthews. Don Murphy's just come on the field. He's had to make a crucial tackle there. Morris puts it on the toe. The ball's come loose. Anderson fields it. Freeman-Key has a pearl for the try. And the referee likes it. Well, thought Anderson got enough on it. So obviously not enough for the referee.
Yeah, referee in perfect positions. Calling time now. I think Central will be unhappy about the high contact then on the fullback end. So he's still down holding the back of his head, his neck area. And I think he got blindsided from behind. And that led to the error, and didn't really have much control of it. And South there definitely first to jump on the ball.
So another replacement just coming on the fields, James Hanford for Souths. Brad Russell's come from the field for the Butcher Boys. His first break as we head into this final 10 minutes, this first half. So Van Dartle look to add the extras here. Referee blows time on again. Taking their time with their conversions today. That's the extras. So 18-12.
It's got to be something to do with the heat there, why they're taking their time on those kicks, because both those kicks from being in front, they've taken an age with them. But also yesterday we had rainy, wet, windy conditions here, and it's a pillar of day to day, and I think some of the boys might be struggling a bit out there as get to the back end of this first half.
Just over half an hour gone. We've probably had about 15 minutes of football and 15 minutes of conversions.
Yeah, could be honest, I can just on cue, Brad Murray takes his time to set up with his kickoff.
So Murray with the restart, going down to that left corner. Oh, it's a dodgy bounce from Lawrence. Would you believe it?
I'm actually on got a bit of a bet going here, over 3.5 kickoffs not to be returned, and we're currently sitting at 3. That's 5 tries scored, 3 kickoffs, and 3 times the team hasn't got to complete their set. Well, they haven't really touched the ball, have they? Haven't completed one tackle.
If you had press conferences in Newcastle Rugby League and Andrew Ryan said, we're just going to get the bounce of the ball today, you'd be spot on.
Yeah, that's it, 100%.
So Murray to feed this 10 out. Here's Donahoe, first receiver. Cook goes out the back to Anderson. Anderson can't get away from Flanagan. Allison throws a wild pass. Luckily it goes to Cook.
Yeah, didn't want to give that the Milgate, did he?
So Colner, he'll eventually play this inside the 10. Bryant out of dummy half, and Harrigan's on the field. Bryant quickly out of dummy half. Anderson comes straight up the middle. Still wrestling with the ball, Anderson. He's trying to get the ball free. Now he's held up in the end goal.
He didn't want to score there. I think they would have taken that one off him. There's a bit of an obstruction there with the man who played the ball unable to get out of the way.
So Cook, inside ball to Harrigan again. Good run, got through one tackle, brought down 2 out from the line. Last tackle now for Central. Murray, flat pass here to Cook. Walk forward.
Yeah, obviously 4 passes, they ran each other's gap as well. I think one of them was meant to hit the sweep and they both went for the front line, but same hole and not an issue anyway with the call of a forward pass.
So Lawrence will play it. Jacob Affleck take the first hit up and he's driven back. The ball's come loose. Thought Morris was offside there, but play on. Lawrence picks it up. Well, this game has almost had everything now. Flanagan comes in off his wing to help out the forwards. Play it 25 out. Freeman Key. And Dartle in a dummy half, but Coleman's wrapped him up. Morris saw a little gap, closed quickly. Connor Brown will take the tackle. Last one, just a metre short of halfway Souths. Merlot gets the kick away. Just hit late, play on.
He's very committed, very committed. There's nothing high about it, so I say play on and centre with the ball.
Good run from Botham. We are standing on the south side as Cook and Athlete come together. Yeah, we're surrounded by South Newcastle supporters on this side of the grandstand today. As Rafika is brought down just short of halfway. It's Harrigan. Good tackle down low from Freeman Key. Oh, it's over the top. Come down this short side again. And Murray. Oh, it's a fumble from Witters. You don't see that too often. Pressure of semi-finals.
He's made a perfect start to the game, Witters, and as you can see, he's filthy himself there, but once again the bounce the ball just kind of bobbled on at the last minute as he expected it, and definitely made a meal of that one. Central with another opportunity.
Yeah, he had that for all money, and again, the bounce of the ball.
Yeah, it was one of those ones that seemed too easy. He had that much time. Also, just obviously thought about what he was going to do before he picked it up, and that last little bobble got him.
So 18-12, just under 5 minutes remaining till half time. Crucial period of the game here. Colner to Cook. Cook does a couple of little dummies. Eventually he's wrapped up by his opposite number in Glanville. Handford helping out. Millgate will go for a run from dummy half. He's 5 out from the try line. Rafika. Inside ball to Harrigan. Defence is there. Inches from the try line. They're stacked on this left-hand side. Here's Murray with the ball. Goes to Cook. Quick hands. But Donohoe picks up the loose ball and dives over in the corner for a try. And the Butcher boys have their fourth.
Yeah, a bit of luck with that one. They had the option numbers out here to the left-hand side, Central, and I'm trying to hit the number 11 there, the second rower, Williams, but went behind him, the centre in the right spot, and brilliant put down the corner with the sliding south defence, and 22-12, they'll try and kick this two-pointer and get that lead back to 12 points. As you said at the start of the game, plenty of points last year. Looks like we're going to be in for the same this year.
6 tries first half. What do we manage? 3 or 4 yesterday.
Yeah, it's definitely a different game to yesterday. Obviously, conditions came in yesterday, but until that last 15 minutes, it really was trying to be disrespectful, but it wasn't much of a really game, was it? It was just back and forward, hit up, and it kind of just lit up in that last 15. This has just been blazing from the start.
So Brad Murray is 2 minutes on the clock. There's a chance here of beating up more time. Murray strikes it nicely. It's pretty much just caught straight over the upright, but the touchies like it, and we're 24-12.
Yeah, the South fans in front of us once again unhappy with that one, and I was really struggling to call it as well. I could have been about 4 people around the field. No matter where they were going to be, they weren't going to rule on that one, but it looked like it went over the top, and yeah, we'll go with the benefit of the doubt and give it a go.
It's a good strike.
Yeah, it definitely came back last minute.
So Witters with the restart, down towards the far right corner. Luke Harrigan take another carry, brought down just short of the 20. Tali Rafika looks like he's going to play out the whole first half. As the plays just get a little tangled up there. Don Murphy.
Got 31 minutes to go in the second half to beat what he did last week.
Don Murphy wrestling in the tackle. He gets to play the ball, Bryant. Pitches another 10. Goes to Murray. Murray be looking to find. No, goes to Cook. Thought about the kick, but decided to run it. It's the last tackle now. Brad Murray
Always had a
goes for
shot.
a wobbly old field goal. Why not? Now the Lions will have a couple of tackles here before half time. Quickly through the hands here they go. Athlete has a bit of space here, tries to get around Botham, throws the ball inside. And Heverington will be tackled just short of halfway. The boys get a bit close and personal now. Could heat over here before half time. Athlete, Donahoe and Williams are in there. And they've decided to have enough and we'll go to the sheds at half time.
Too hot for this stuff. To the sheds, boys.
So the Butcher boys lead the Lions 24-12 here in the qualifying final of the Newcastle Rugby League. We'll take a quick break here on Bar TV Sports. We'll be back for the second half. players are out on the field, and we are just waiting for the referees. Here they are.
Yeah, certainly early, the players, that's for sure. They've come out well before the referee. I looked behind me as I walked back to where we were commentating from. There was still a referee out the top of you, so trying to give yourself a drink.
So the referee blows time on, and the Butcher Boys get us underway. And Affleck will have the first carry this second half. Interesting here, no mistakes from the start this time. Simpson comes back on. Brief break on the sideline the first half. Glanville, cut out pass here, links up with Flanagan. Flanagan's wrapped up there by Millgate, very close to the touchline. The 16, Hanford, continues on. Last tackle now for the Lions. Glanville, it's a high spiralling bomb. It's a tester for Anderson, which he does well. He's wrapped up 15 out from his own line. Josh Allison comes in off his wing. This is Botham. So 24-12 at half time. Adam Martin, what would have the coaches been thinking?
Well, we definitely know what Andrew Ryan would have been saying. Try and get in front of that ball before it bounces, that's for sure. And they've certainly not had to bounce the ball, but there's times where they probably could have picked it up. And as to Phil Williams, essential, he's got to keep doing what they're doing, don't they? They've had that dominance, and a couple of little lapses, one off the kick, and a bit unlucky with that second try, I feel. But since going down early, as you see, a good kick away here by Central. And since going down early, they really have responded, Central, and they've been by far the better team.
So Justin Affleck now gets around Murphy. We can't get around the tackle of Millgate. Good tackle down low. Quick play the ball. Harry Van Dartel will go for a run. So the Lions bring this out of their own territory again through James Hanford. Brendan Simpson. Hit there from Don Murphy. His Witters straight into Harrigan. And the ball's come loose. That was a very good shot from Luke Harrigan.
Yeah, perfect technique. Saw him coming and line him up and forces the error.
So now the boys will take their time with the scrum.
I found a phone down in front that's streaming the NRL. It was going to Golden Point, so I've got the best of both worlds at the moment.
So Butcher Boys, they win the scrum, which is just a gimme these days. Donahoe, he's wrapped up by Glanville. Now they get tangled up. Ryan Millgate, he runs hard. There's three Souths boys there to make the tackle. Don Murphy, straight into Brown and Lawrence. Simpson underneath. Well, to the left again through Murray. Inside ball here, charging onto it was Williams. It's Williams. Play at 20 out. Harrigan again. Almost bust the line there. He's brought down on the 10. Go to the left. Murray again with it. Flat pass to Cook. Quick hands here. Donahoe pops a pass there to Botham, but has been dropped.
Or forward and dropped.
Forward and dropped.
Bit of both. Either way, he's handing the ball over.
So just a handover. Souths will bring this out of their territory. Fleeker there wraps him up. Simpson straight into Williams. Harrigan. Go through the hands here, the Lions quickly. Glanville to Flanagan. Flanagan Gets away from Millgate. Can't get away from Allison. Cook got away from that tackle a bit groggy. Now the ball's come loose from Van Darnold. And another mistake for Souths. Connor Brown this time.
Handling errors certainly sinking in the Souths game here, and so there was a few drop balls at the start of the game, but definitely not what they would have asked for at half time there, the coach Andrew Ryan. And Central get a try here. It is a very handy lead.
Yeah, just looking at Ethan Cook, just getting attention from the trainer. I think he just got a stray finger in the eye. It's just probably one of the worst ones you can get.
I'm not crying. I'm definitely not crying. It's just the water.
There's plenty of it up this way.
So yeah, I'm thinking like what Maitland Council's done behind us here. You might be able to pick up the camera if they go over there. There was a swimming pool yesterday behind us.
Good drainage. Maitland Sports Ground in tip-top condition. 10 games of rugby league in actually 24 hours. Here's Rafika. Inside ball hit to Murphy. He just puts the head down, runs straight in to the defensive wall. He's still wrestling in the tackle. Now he plays it. He's Cook. Cook runs to the line. And Mitch Williams charging into a gap on his left. Flat pass here to Rafika. He spins at the tackle. He's very close to the line. Last tackle now for Central.
Set left here if they go left. I think they're going to come to the right there.
Murray thoughts about the kick. Dan eventually puts it on the toe, but Glanville's there to clean it up.
The wrong option there by Central. They had numbers to the left and chose to come right and got the result they were after.
Manford played on the 20. And Dartle. Solid contact there. Mitch Williams. Inside ball back to Simpson. He's tackled on the 30. Glanville stabs this down towards Allison and it's going to beat him into touch. And again, the bounce of the ball went over the trainer there, so not even the trainers can get a luck fielding the ball.
Yeah, so I walked this field early yesterday, and obviously we were very impressed with how it held up and with all the wet conditions we had, but there's not much underfoot, so you've got a grass, you've got a pretty hard surface below, and as a result of that, yesterday we saw it skidding on and a bit slippery, and today obviously it's bouncing up quite a bit. So would you bat first or bowl first? That's the question.
Oh, well, I was a bowler, so I'd bowl first anytime. So the scrum is taking an age again. Finally, we're back on the way. Here's Allison. Just slipped into that tackle as he come to the line. He's on his feet, which is good news. Millgate. Another good strong run from Ryan Millgate. He's had a good afternoon. Right now to dummy half. Rafika comes back in and Brown and Lawrence are there to wrap him up. Murray, little bobble there. Goes to Donahoe. Tries to get around his opposite number. He does. Donahoe in a bit of space. He comes to Witters, but Witters wraps him up. Here 15 out from the try line. Murray with the ball. He runs to the line. He had Anderson outside him. Just took the tackle. Last one. Goes to Cook. Cook now stabs this behind the line. Gets the bounce this time. Athlete, can he get out? No, he can't. So another set coming up for Central.
Great pressure building, just what you want when you've got that lead. And 31 minutes to play, so obviously plenty of time to go in the game, but Central once again in dominance and control.
Hush comes over Maitland Sports Ground here. We have had everything here today.
A foot falcon, straight from the toe back onto his head, and still managed to pick it up.
I'll tell you what, if Ethan Cook couldn't see out of that eye, he can't now.
It's probably the other one. He's probably got them both going.
Here's Rafika, inside ball to Murphy. Gets inside the 20.
Gonna have to get a golden retriever down here for him for the rest of the second half.
Colner, inside border Millgate. Slow play the ball. It's Murphy again, does a big dummy, and finds Rafika. He's wrapped up 5 out. Last one now for Central. Murphy, Murray, puts it on the toe. Anderson's chasing through, but Affleck's there. 2 from 2. Young Jacob Affleck.
Certainly having a solid game out there, Affleck, that's for sure.
Lawrence now, driven back in the tackle. Williams. It's Van Dartle. Almost gets through, but Murphy's got him. Luke Higgins comes back out into the field after a long stint on the bench. Jared Flanagan runs straight into Harrigan. Murphy bounced out of the tackle. Glanville tries to get the kick away. The defence is up quickly. Witters puts the boot to ball. And Anderson will field this on the 20. Anderson now dancing around the players. Glanville, good tackle down low. Allison now up to the 40. Now penalty. It's a little bit too long. Just looking at the in-goal touch judge down the northern end there. He's not liking the sun. He's using the goalpost pads as a bit of protection.
I think he needs to wake up. I couldn't think of a more boring job than being an in-goal touch judge, that's for sure. But you can just see him, can't you? Just see him hide, and maybe some sunscreen at half-time would have been the way to go.
So Butcher Boys fine touch, and we're the ball down because that one's just landed on the roof here at Maitland Sports Ground. Millgate with the restart.
No rust fell on us from this ground, luckily.
Not yet. Give it a couple of years. Colner. Higgins grabs him and brings him down. Harrigan straight into Higgins again. So Hanford in there to help out. Bryant out of dummy half quickly. Colner straightens up, pops the pass out the back to Bryant. Well, now Souths get the bounce of the ball finally. Joey Morris there to dive on it. Simpson with another carry. Again, Don Murphy's there. So Connor Brown in the tackle there. In fact, it's Affleck. It looks like there's a bit of problems here. That South Newcastle player. In fact, it's Chris Merlo. 3rd time lucky. Not so for Chris Merlo.
I'm going to count that as 4th because when you said Affleck, I realised there's 2 of them out there. So you had twice a chance of getting it wrong.
I'll just go through the whole team list. I'm bound to get him right.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually.
So time off here. Just the 13 minutes gone in this first half. The clock on your screen at home, it's just a guide. The referee plays time on. Back underway. Connor Brown linking up with Glanville. Thought about the kick. Hanford now. He's lined up by Millgate. Witters. Oh, that's one of the worst kicks I've ever seen.
That was a slap on the sound and made a connection. It could turn out all right.
Turns out all right. Souths have got it. Still the last. Now Hanford with an interesting kick across field. Botham's there with it. Gets around from Affleck. Can't get away from Heffrington. Well, they always say be wary of the second kick.
Second kick and that bounce. Don't let that football bounce.
But Steve Witters, I was wondering he didn't snap his ankle the way that sounded off the boot.
It sounded like he kicked a brick, to be honest. The slap, everyone heard it around the ground. It was a bit of one of those awe moments.
He's Cook. Colner. Hunt straight into Glanville and Hanford underneath. Also helping out was Joey Morris. Come down this short side. Cook again with the ball. Runs straight into Higgins. Last tackle now for Central. Brad Murray. Cross kick. Looking into the sun here. Affleck. She's going to bounce in no man's land. It's bounced back here for Donohoe, who picks it up. Throws it back inside. I'm not sure if that was an attempt at field goal. But we'll have a knock on.
As far as he called a knock on, Billy Slater would have got away with that. Probably got man of the match at the same time. But it's the second time they've let the ball bounce in two in a row there. So obviously essentially a bounce and South letting a bounce, it could turn into anything.
So Souths again bringing this out of their own territory. It seems like they've been doing this all this second half. Van Dartle comes back in centre field, shrugs away from one, gets away from Murray, comes back to where he started. Van Dartle will pretty much finish just on the 40. Glanville cut out a couple of players there. Flanagan is wrapped up by Cook, also Millgate. Luke Higgins will tackle down low from Cody Bryant. He's had a wow of a game. The central dummy half. Glanville comes back in field. He's wrapped up by Rafika. Last tackle for Souths. Merlot, he seems okay now. He puts boot to ball. Some tester here for Botham. That's bounced straight into the hands of Matthews, and we've got 6 to go for Souths.
I don't know who pumped these balls up, but I felt that one as well on the floor. Was to see Central give away what I would call a deliberate penalty to slow things down there. Same thing, they're not getting a lot of height on these balls because it's definitely very heavy. So you watch the change. As soon as this ball goes out, a new one comes in, kicking game will improve.
Freeman Key brought down 5 out. Maybe there's water in the footballs. It did rain a lot here yesterday. Higgins turns his back. He's a metre out from the line. Numbers both sides. Morris, he finds Merlot. Links up with Witters. Short ball here to Lawrence. Steps away from one. Lawrence can't get away from Harrigan. Also Bryant helping out Glanville. In fact, it's Morris from dummy half. Apologies there. Witters at acting half. Here's Merlot. Shapes the pass. Runs into a brick wall though in Rafika. Last tackle. Glanville now. Inside kick here. The runners are coming through. Not sure who felt it. I don't think that was Harrigan.
Right place, right time. A little stab back on the inside with the banana kick, and we didn't get quite as much as what he liked, but almost turned it around, as we see. I'm not going to say it's Harrigan because you've had a shocker all afternoon, but see a player down injured for Central.
It's a little reverse play we saw so often last year with Souths, Glanville and Keelan doing that for Lockie Walmsley.
Just realised, touching on that, we're looking at the field, we've got a Glanville and a Harrigan on the field, so... Knights fans, you should have been here watching the future.
Well, it's definitely a better game.
Yeah.
Oh, Murray, he's gone for the try.
Well, the game has had everything, hasn't it?
I just said moments ago I've seen the worst kick ever from Stephen Witters, but Brad Murray's just moved into first place.
I'm telling you, it's the ball. I'm not even lying. That ball's too heavy, and he's just sliced it and didn't get any flight on it at all. Lucky he didn't get any flight on it, would have hit us.
So Scott Matthews will take the first carry. What have the Lions got here? Tory Freeman Keys lifted up the tackle, gets the ball away. Glanville's with it, cut out pass here to Flanagan. Flanagan comes to Millgate, and the defence is going to drive him over the touchline. Gets the ball away to Brown. Brown steps inside, trying to Souths. Great stuff from Flanagan, and Connor Brown gets the rewards.
Yeah, great work, and that one's really got to come down the winger. And who said wingers do nothing but put the ball down over the line? A great little flick pass, they'll drag it over the sideline. And obviously, Browns there is the beneficiary of that and gets South back in the game, 24-16 with a kick to come.
Still 22 minutes remain, and it's game on. Cheer from the Souths Ladies League tag teams. So Scotty Matthews gets a bit of running repairs. So Harry Van Dardel, 5 in from touch.
Thought Tom Taylor thought he was going to cheer them when he ran on it first. Quality water service, turned around. Adding a bit more strapping tape there, the South player, to an already heavily strapped shoulder, pec, whatever it is.
So Van Dardel now takes his time with his kick. Strikes it nicely. It's coming around. It's a beauty. 24-18.
Bit of reverse swing there from that kick. Looked like it was shanked for sure, then all of a sudden it comes flying back.
Just another one we can tick off this afternoon.
Now we've got a new ball here, so I'm going to stick to my theory and say watch the kicking game improve.
So Murray puts the ball on the tee. Gets us back underway. Here we go again. The Lions coming out of their own territory. Matthews. Running repairs. Going down the short side, here's Lawrence. Down the short side they go here. Just collar there, still going. Etherington. Going through the hands now, Tory Freeman Key. Just inside the Butcher Boys half here. Last tackle. Merlot, he had to reach for that. He did very well. Gets the kick away and Anderson's underneath it. Cameron Anderson straightens up, runs into the try scorer Connor Brown and Jared Flanagan underneath. Josh Allison now. It's into Freeman Key. So Flanagan helping out. Millgate has been one of the Butcher Boys' best today. Tom Madden, he's back on the field. His first carry, this second stanza. And number 15, Ethan Campbell, his first touch. Last tackle for the Butcher Boys. Murray gets the kick away, down towards Affleck. Takes another good catch. Jacob Affleck, he runs straight into Murray. Don Murphy helping out. So the Lions, Harry Van Dardel tries to get away from Millgate, can't. Allison, Cook coming in to help out. Jared Flanagan has been busy. Glanville to Merlot, picking up here with Jake Lawrence. He stepped inside, but Murray's got him. Interesting. I think Lawrence has picked out Murray every time he's ran the football this afternoon.
That's what makes target in. We call it a get set and try and make him do as much defence and try and get him tight in attackers. See how spread to the left with good numbers.
Connor Brown with it. Popped out the back. They're appealing for 6 to go, but the referee won't have it. So it's now the last.
If he was going to rule 6 again, he probably would have ruled a loose carry then, but
Glanville puts it to the sky. The runners are coming through. Anderson is there to save the day for the Butcher Boys. He gets away from one. He cannot get away from Wiggers. Botham goes for a run from dummy half.
South defending with an 11 in the line here as well, with the fullback drop back, and we see one of the South forwards getting attention.
Little scamper from dummy half from Botham. Campbell takes it over halfway. Last tackle now for Central. Murray again will stab this down towards where Affleck was, but he was up this time and it beats Witters into touch.
It's great. Once again, great control there by Murray. He really has controlled this game for Central. Definitely being their best player out there. But 16 minutes to go, I think they was trying to pepper that corner, and if they get a bit of field possession, they might even think about the one-pointer.
Just looking on the bench for Central, we haven't seen Tyler Doney yet. He's the only player that hasn't got a run. Heath Gibbs for Souths.
Pretty sure he's got the jacket on down there, Heath Gibbs, so I think he might be one of those if required players today. And he's a fantastic player, but might be carrying a little niggling injury in second chance football. You don't want to risk it, that's for sure.
So the Souths Lions going through the hands. Flanagan take the tackle on the 30. Harry Van Dartel is dangerous. Saw a half gap, but it closed quickly. Glenville finds Scott Matthews with the headband now. Play just inside the Butcher Boys half is Merlot. Inside ball to Lawrence. Lawrence now, he'll straighten up. Madden just got enough on him to bring him down on the 40. Last one. They come the short side. Glanville's looking for runners. Witters is inside, but it's gone high for Anderson. Connor Brown's coming through. Put pressure on Anderson. So he does well again. Play the ball on the 10 metres. 15 minutes remaining in this one at Maitland Sports Ground. The winner takes on West Rosellas next week. The loser will face Cessnock. Don Murphy will take the tackle. Botham, dummy half, pinches another 10 or so metres. Last one. Murray again. Kicks this into the middle of the paddock. Wrong-footed Stephen Witters, but he does well to regather. Now Harry Van Dartel run across field. Gets a little ankle tap there from Donahoe. Out from his own line. And a little knock on at dummy half from Merlot. And the pressure back on Souths, the reigning premiers. Maybe in a bit of spot of bother here.
Yeah, for sure. And Central, that's what they wanted. They just peppered him in that corner and tried to force that error and see what they do off the back if they have a shot or try and put another 4 to 6 pointer on.
So the referee just calling time off. See Don Murphy's down tying up his boots.
Yeah, I think he'll recover from that injury.
And young Tyler Doney answers the play for the first time this afternoon. And you can hear a parent going crook at their child, yelling out. It's all happening at the local footy. The referee calls time on. Cook, Campbell. Campbell brought down 15 out from the line. Doney with his first touch. Straight into Simpson. Morris also in there. Inside the 10. There's to Madden. Inside ball to Murphy. Good tackle down low from Morris. Tony again. Connor Brown and Jake Lawrence there to wrap him up. Coming up to this right hand side, Cook linking up with Anderson. Anderson, good contact with Flanagan. So Glanville, Millgate at dummy half.
Finding an in goal here.
Cook thought about the kick, comes back in field, somehow gets boot the ball. The Souths are there to clean it up. So the Lions survived that little raid from the Butcher Boys. again, they'll carry this out of their own territory. Freeman Key flicks it out the back here. There's something on here. Affleck got a bit of space. Anderson's coming across. Affleck lines up the situation. Just got enough on him. Good stuff from Cameron Anderson. Even better run from Jacob Affleck.
They weren't going to catch him with the fullback with the lucky ankle tap as he tried to leap in as they look to come left to yourself.
Matthews with the tackle. It's the last one for Souths. Merlot runs to the line, puts it in behind the defence. It's been picked up. There's a try here. I think it's Freeman Key. Referee likes it. 24-22.
And the back of nothing there, wasn't it? All from the Affleck break. Did excellent to get around the short side raid on the outside. Trade great speed, and then South they looked to spread to the left and then caught him through the middle napping, and should be all looked at 24 all here with 11 minutes to row.
Well, here we go again. Final 10 here at Maitland Sports Ground.
They'll play both their games next year.
Yeah,
These finishes are great.
Bring the minor and major semi-finals up here next week.
Grand final, very convenient. I thought Central before, I know I said it when they were walking up there, but I thought they should have looked to take the one. I know there was a lot of time remaining, but a 7-point lead with 12 minutes to go, they still would have had the ball in their hands. Instead, they looked for that grubber and in goal they didn't find, and South's gone up the other end, and well, now the field goal is going to be much harder to come by, isn't it?
Just looked up the other end of the ground. He's turned back around now at Coach Phil Williams. He couldn't look to turn around.
He might have been thinking about going for a swim in the pool down there.
So Van Dartle just to line things up.
He's sucking them in now, Phil, as well. I can't take my eye on him either.
That's brilliant.
Stresses of the coach.
So Van Dartle has the extras. They're locked up here. 24. Qualifying final here on Bar TV. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Paul Aradell and Adam Martin in commentary here for this one. And the Butcher boys, they're in no hurry to get this restart underway. Finally back underway. They kick towards that sun shining. It's an awkward bounce here, but somehow Lawrence picks it up, and now he gets away, gets a half break, linking up here. Well, here we go. Sit back and enjoy this final 10.
That's what I call the bounce, the ball going South's way for once.
Simpson with the offload, finds Glanville. He sizes up the defence, just takes the tackle. 35 out from the Butcher Boys line. 2 tackles gone in this set. Simpson again with another carry. Up to the 30. Matthews mixing up with Merlot. Merlot takes the tackle. Matthews again. Just straightens it, takes it to centre field. Last tackle now for Souths. Are they thinking field goal? Merlot's with it. They go through the hands. Lawrence gets checked in that hit. Still calls the last. Harry Van Darle puts it on the toe, but Anderson's there to clean it up. Everybody stopped and stood to see what the ref ruled there.
Yeah, didn't think he was going to rule 6 games for a solid tackle, force the ball backwards, but once again Anderson's positioning excellent on that kick.
Campbell plays it. Ryan Milgate brought down on the 30. Tyler Doney lined him up there, but he buckled through the tackle. Brad Murray, inside ball here to Madden. last tackle for Central. Just short of halfway. Murray stabs this down in the centre of the paddock again, and Booth Gibbs, he's come on the field for his first touch. What can he do? He's wrapped up. Interesting. Stephen Witters has been benched.
Yeah, I believe he came off for HIA. He had the red card in his hand when he came off. So obviously in that last 15 minutes, he really won't be able to return.
Fair enough. So South's through the hands. Lawrence flicks it out the back. Everington's wrapped up. Affleck. That's Justin Affleck. Tackle just inside the Butcher Boys territory. Morris goes for a scoop from dummy half, but Donahoe gets him. Down the short side again. Merlot just chips this over the top. Anderson's got a chase. It's an awkward bounce on the toe from Affleck. It's a race. He just needs a bounce again, but it's come loose. Well, you said they needed the bounce of the ball, and they almost got it, the Lions.
Yeah, they got the bounce. I thought we were going to have a deja vu for yesterday. I was waiting for someone to give him a shove in the back. The only thing that was going to stop him from scoring the ball, scoring the try, was himself, and what's happened is unable to pick that one up, and what would have definitely put South ahead with a 6-point lead.
Great little kick from Chris Merlot. Just a off on it. A little bit of backspin. But they survive, the Butcher Boys.
6 to go, 24 all. They're the team really getting within field goal range, are they?
Madden. Good strong carry from Tom Madden. Weston Cessnock, they'll be hoping this goes to Golden Point. Anderson. Brian in at dummy half. Colner back out on the paddock. Brad Murray out the back to Cook. What have they got on here? Lovely cut out pass finds Donahoe, and it's gone behind Botham and into touch. And poor old Phil Williams, the coach, there's going to be no grass left on that bank. He's just pacing up and down. You can't see him on camera, but it's comical to watch. So the scramble pack, 35 out from South's try line.
Now, I think that might be Junior Akiko. I don't think he had a spell before. I think he's coming off for his first break, 75th minute. So once again, another amazing effort, but definitely a player they wanted there for the end. So if we go to extra time, he will be back on there.
Glanville linking up with Van Dartle. He comes back in field, and good contact there from Madden. Be a bit of friendly fire on Cook. Merlot.
I'll get a shot here, South, if they want it, with a couple of tackles remaining.
Simpson again with another strong carry up to the 30. Number 14, Justin Affleck, also of another good carry. Van Dartle's back there waiting for it. They go to him now on the left boot. He strikes it nicely, but it's gone to the left.
Most importantly, 2-7 tackle set for Central, so good chance to work out the field and get a shot themselves if they want it.
4 minutes remaining. Donny, first carry. Brad Russell back out on the field. A good thing, the loser, they get a second chance. Millgate with another strong carry. Here's Colner. Higgins over the top, locks the ball up.
Like I'm a Knights game all of a sudden with getting him onside, champ.
Here's Murray to Donny. Tries to get away from Lawrence, but he can't. So now Central. Possibly.
Side right here, Central. No.
Colner. He puts the boot in the ball. It's a high one. It's a tester for Van Dartle. And it's been popped out. Brothers picked it up. He gets in underneath the post. The Butcher Boys. They're going to win it here at the 10. 28-24.
fourth tackle. Fourth tackle. The second rower. The second rower, with Brad Murray stacked on the left-hand side, the second rower's ended up with the ball and hit the heavens. I don't know if it was a set play, if it was the worst set play I've ever seen, but they've hit the air, they've got the result, and 2 minutes 25 remaining. Well, you'd think that Central here would take an age to kick this, but as the South crowd pours out, they're confident it's over.
I might get a can or something in the back of the head here. I'll just high-five the Central supporter.
In the South section.
Butcher boys, 28-24 with 2 minutes 20 remaining.
They will get another shot South if they're able to get the ball back off this kick-off, that's for sure, as time called straight off, and you think each team might get one set. South obviously able to get the ball short and come off with it, and if not, Central probably minute 45 of playing the ball, you think, same as yesterday.
So the referee calls time back on now. Murray just looks over his left shoulder and sees that the clock's counting down again.
It's a hard kick, this one.
No mistake. So 30 points to 24 now. The Butcher boys out the book. A major semi-final against the West Rosellas.
A little bit disappointed. I think Central definitely have deserved the win, but I was looking forward to extra time. I think me, Matt Lantry, and Todd Edwards were all looking forward to it. Go short left here.
It's not a bad kick. Anderson's there waiting for it and does brilliantly. Well done, Cameron Anderson. Lawrence is trying to pinch the ball. A minute 30 remaining. Colner. Ball's been stripped there. And it's a penalty. There was two on the tackle. Anderson was away. But doesn't really matter. This will just chew up more time. You can't blame the South players there.
I knew the steal was going to happen. That's for sure. They were always going to look for it, but fortunately, communication wasn't there with these players to drop out. So we see happen so much these days. And Central now just trying to round this game up with this set.
Well, just notice your man Rafika. He's back out in the field.
I knew he wouldn't get much of a spell.
He must have gone off for a toilet break or something. So time back on. Murray, bit of gamesmanship here.
He's one of the best at it, that's for sure.
So in the final minute now, Millgate gets us underway. Ethan Campbell with a carry. Inside, just inside the 30. Tom Madden taken centre field, 25 out from the line. Anderson in a dummy half. He'll just go for a little run. Come the short side. Campbell again with another carry. Goes to Murray. Colner. He won't kick it this time, but last time he got points. It's another good run here for Colner. They go for a field goal just to put the icing on the cake. Murray's back there. Oh, they won't even get to it because the siren sounds. And the Butcher boys, they've hung on to defeat the South Newcastle Lions 30 points to 24. Adam Martin, who was your pick out there?
You can't go past Brad Murray. His control of the game was excellent. I'll give a notable mention to obviously Cameron Anderson, the fullback. He brilliant, obviously an athlete for South and a defeated team, but Central, as I said, I think they really did deserve that win. Obviously South had that dominant period there for about 10-15 minutes, but Central the better team, and they booked themselves a tough match against West Newcastle at Harker Oval next Sunday.
Yeah, we can't wait for that. So Central will take on Wests.
I believe the other game, South versus Cessnock will be at Cessnock. Obviously South might seem weird even though at Maitland, but this is their home game, so definitely Cessnock versus South Newcastle out there at Cessnock on Saturday. If you're a West fan, obviously West in all 5 grades as well next week at Harker Oval. finishing minor premiers in 4, and other results during 3, and other results going their way. So get there and support that.
All right, well, that's all the time we've got for you here on Bar TV Sports. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. It's been another entertaining game of Newcastle Rugby League, but today the Central Newcastle Butcher Boys defeat South Newcastle Lions 30 points to 24. I'm Paul Arundale. Thanks again, Adam Martin, for helping out. We'll catch you next week in the major and minor semi-finals of the Newcastle Rugby League here on Bar TV Sports.